What if the words you write could shape your wealth? Not the ones you speak, not the ones you think, but the ones that flow from your hand through a golden pen onto paper. Because writing is energy in motion. Every stroke of ink is a command to the universe. This is who I am. This is what I create. This is the life I allow. You see, most people chase money with chaos. They speak abundance, but write confusion. Their goals live only in their heads, so their reality stays scattered. But the moment you pick up a golden pen and write with intention, with clarity, with emotion, something shifts. The universe stops guessing what you want and starts organizing opportunities to match your vibration. And when you combine that golden energy with one practical move, the budget hack, you stop losing money to randomness and start guiding it with precision. Because abundance doesn't happen by luck, it happens by design. And today, you're about to write yours. Because here's what no one tells you. Money doesn't just respond to effort, it responds to clarity. Every time you write without fear, you give form to energy. You turn invisible dreams into visible direction. And the golden pen? It's not decoration, it's a transmitter. Gold carries frequency. It amplifies focus. It turns your handwriting into a vibration of worth. That's why ancient kings signed decrees with gold-tipped pens. That's why every sacred text began as ink on parchment. They knew what is written with power becomes law in the universe. So today, when you pick up your golden pen and start writing your financial intentions, you're not journaling. You're coding your reality. You're saying to the universe, I'm done chasing. I'm ready to create. And when you align that sacred writing with a simple, structured budget, you don't just plan your money. You command your flow. Because wealth doesn't start in your account. It starts in your words. Before we begin the ritual, take a breath and listen closely. Because this moment isn't random. If you're watching this, abundance is already calling your name. So do this now, not later. Subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell, so you never miss another practice that aligns your energy with wealth. Each video here is more than information, it's an activation. Every like, every comment, every subscription is energy in motion, a declaration that says, I choose to rise. I choose to align. I choose abundance. So take a second right now and write in the comments, I write my way into abundance. That single sentence is your energetic signature, your permission slip to receive. Then, like this video to anchor that vibration into reality. Because the moment you do, you're telling the universe, I'm ready for money to flow. Now grab your golden pen and let's begin the ritual that turns your words into wealth. What if writing with a golden pen could make money flow easier? It sounds almost too mystical to be true. But maybe wealth has always been less about numbers and more about intention. Because when you write, you don't just move ink across paper. You move energy across reality. Each stroke, each word, each sentence you write carries the vibration of what you believe, what you expect, and what you're ready to receive. Imagine this. You sit down at your desk, candlelight dancing softly across the room. The golden pen glimmers between your fingers, warm, alive, full of potential. It's not just a tool, it's a channel. You open your journal, take a deep breath, and begin to write. Not your worries, not your limitations, but your goals, your gratitude, your vision of wealth unfolding with ease. And as the golden tip glides over the page, something inside you shifts. It's subtle at first. A sense of calm, of control, of clarity, but then it deepens. You realize you're not just documenting your dreams, you're declaring them. Every word you write becomes a magnetic command to the universe. This is who I am. This is what I am calling in. Because here's the truth. Your mind believes what your hand repeats. The moment you put your desires into writing, your subconscious begins working to align your actions with those words. You start noticing opportunities you once overlooked. You feel drawn to ideas, people, and choices that match your new frequency. In ancient times, writing was a sacred act. Ink was intention made visible. Gold was the symbol of divine power and infinite value. Together, they represented the union of spirit and material wealth, energy made tangible. That's why the golden pen ritual isn't just poetic, it's powerful. But it becomes truly transformative when you pair it with one practical act, budgeting. Because while the pen connects you to possibility, the budget grounds that possibility into form. Writing activates the vision. Budgeting directs the flow. Wealth doesn't grow from hope alone, it grows from awareness. Writing connects you to the energy of abundance. Budgeting gives that energy a home, a structure, a plan. When the spiritual and the practical meet, money no longer feels chaotic. It becomes fluid, responsive, alive. So as you hold that golden pen, remember this. You're not just writing words, you're creating pathways. You're telling your energy where to go and teaching your money how to move. Today, I'll show you how to merge this ancient ritual with a modern financial. How to turn intention into structure and structure into freedom. Because abundance doesn't just happen. It's written, one golden word at a time, so grab your pen. Take a breath and begin your story of wealth. The golden pen focuses your energy. The budget keeps it flowing. And when you merge the two, intention and structure, something extraordinary happens. Your money begins to move in rhythm with your mind. You see, the golden pen isn't just a symbol of luxury, it's a tool of awareness. The moment you hold it, your focus sharpens. You become deliberate, present. You stop reacting to money and start directing it. Because every time you write your goals, your hand tells your brain, this is real. This is happening. This is mine. That's not metaphor. That's neuroscience. Writing activates the reticular activating system, the part of your brain that filters reality to match your focus. When you write about wealth, your brain starts finding it. It starts noticing opportunities, patterns, and choices that align with prosperity. And that's the first half of the equation, energy. But energy without structure scatters. That's where budgeting enters, the bridge between your vibration and your results. Most people think budgets are restrictive, that they kill freedom. But the truth is, budgeting creates freedom. It gives every dollar a destination, every goal a path. It's not about saying no, it's about saying yes consciously. When you merge the golden pen with a budget, you turn what most people dread into a sacred practice. You stop treating money like a problem to fix and start treating it like a relationship to nurture. Each time you sit down to plan your spending, you're not just managing numbers, you're managing energy. You're guiding flow instead of blocking it. Here's the secret. Money loves clarity. It flows toward focus and respect. When you budget with awareness, your financial system mirrors your emotional system. Calm, balanced, intentional. Your expenses become expressions of your values. Your savings become symbols of your self-trust. Your investments become extensions of your gratitude. Lisa from California once said, "When I started journaling my goals with my golden pen, I felt powerful. But when I created my budget, I finally felt peaceful." That's the magic of this ritual. The union of creation and control, of faith and discipline. Every time you write, you're programming your energy for wealth. Every time you budget, you're giving that energy a home. The golden pen opens the flow. The budget keeps it flowing. And together, they form the loop of abundance, endless, stable, expanding. Because wealth doesn't belong to those who chase it. It belongs to those who guide it. And when your energy and your money finally move as one, you stop surviving and start thriving. So today, as you write your goals in gold and plan your flow with grace, remember this. You are not managing money. You are mastering energy. Lisa from California never considered herself good with money. She worked hard, paid her bills, but somehow, there was always more month than money. Every time she tried to budget, it felt cold, restrictive, like punishment. Until one night, she watched a video about the golden pen ritual, and something inside her clicked. She found an old gold-colored pen she'd once bought on impulse, the kind that looked fancy but had never been used. That night, she lit a candle, opened her journal, and decided to give it purpose. She wrote 3 sentences. I am in control of my money. My energy creates abundance. My choices build freedom. The words felt powerful, but what happened next felt even stronger. For the first time, she wasn't budgeting from fear. She was budgeting from faith. The next morning, she tried something new. Instead of avoiding her finances, she opened her bank app. She took a deep breath, smiled, and said, "Okay, money. Let's work together." Then she pulled out her golden pen and began to write, not random notes, but a plan. She decided to follow the 50-30-20th rule, 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings and debt reduction. Simple, elegant, aligned. And here's what changed everything. She started doing it with ritual. Each Sunday, she made herself tea, played soft music, and wrote her weekly goals in gold ink. It wasn't just a budget anymore. It was a sacred meeting between her and her wealth. Within 2 months, she noticed something she'd never felt before. Calm. Her anxiety around money faded. She no longer panicked before paying bills. She felt grounded, capable, even excited to check her accounts. 6 months later, Lisa had saved over $3,000, not by earning more, but by becoming more aware. She wasn't just tracking money. She was tracking growth, expansion, evolution. She told me, "Every time I touched that golden pen, I felt a spark. It reminded me that money isn't a burden. It's a reflection of how aligned I am." That's the proof. The ritual worked because it changed her relationship with wealth from reaction to creation. Her golden pen became more than a tool. It was an anchor, a symbol of focus, a daily reminder that her words could design her world. And her budget? It stopped being a list of limits. It became a map of freedom. Lisa didn't just save $500 a month. She saved her peace of mind. And once she did, the universe met her halfway. Unexpected bonuses appeared. A side project turned profitable. She said, "It's like money finally trusted me back." That's what this ritual does. It restores trust, not just in money, but in yourself. Here's your practical step. The heart of the budget hack, the 50-30-20 method. It's not complicated. It's not restrictive. It's a ritual of balance, a system that keeps energy and money flowing in harmony. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes to needs, essentials like housing, food, utilities, and transportation. 30% goes to wants, the joys that make life brighter, like travel, self-care, or something that brings inspiration. 20% goes to growth, savings, investments, debt payoff, or anything that builds your future. Simple numbers, infinite power. But here's where it becomes more than math. It becomes mindfulness. Because every time you sit with your golden pen and divide your income with intention, you're not just budgeting, you're designing energy flow. You're deciding where gratitude will live, where joy will grow, and where peace will rest. Most people let money control their emotions. They spend impulsively, then feel guilt. They avoid planning, then feel fear. But this method flips the pattern. You lead and money follows. Here's how to make it a ritual, not a routine. Each time you receive income, whether it's a paycheck, a bonus, or even a small unexpected payment, pause for 1 minute before spending. Hold your golden pen and whisper, "Thank you for this flow. I now direct it with purpose." Then write your 50-30-20 breakdown on paper. Even if you automate everything digitally, write it by hand. Because handwriting is power. It engages your subconscious. It imprints the energy of intention into your nervous system. When you physically write your budget, you activate the law of clarity, and clarity is the foundation of prosperity. The 50-30-20 method teaches your subconscious 2 sacred truths. There's always enough for what matters. You are the one who decides where energy goes. And that shift changes everything. Suddenly, budgeting doesn't feel like control, it feels like creation. You realize that every expense is a choice, not a chain. Every saving is a seed, not a sacrifice. As you follow this system, something begins to unfold. Your finances stop feeling chaotic. Your thoughts around money soften. You begin to feel powerful instead of pressured. Lisa used to dread opening her banking app. Now she does it with a smile. Because she knows exactly where her money is going, and that every dollar she saves is a statement of self-love. That's what this budget hack really is. Financial self-care. It's a promise to yourself that says, I am the creator of my flow, so take your golden pen. Light your candle. Write your plan. And remember, wealth isn't built in chaos. It's built in clarity, and clarity begins with ink and intention. Writing is one of the oldest forms of magic and one of the most advanced tools of the human mind. When you write, you're not just moving your hand, you're reprogramming your brain. Each stroke of the golden pen sends a signal through your nervous system. I am creating something real. From a scientific perspective, this ritual activates the reticular activating system, RAS, the brain's filter that decides what's important. When you write down financial goals, your RAS starts scanning your environment for anything that aligns with those goals. Opportunities, ideas, connections, things you used to overlook suddenly stand out. It's not coincidence. It's biology responding to intention. But science alone can't explain what happens when emotion enters the ink. Mystically, gold carries the vibration of power, prosperity, and divine flow. It was the metal of kings and alchemists, a bridge between the material and the spiritual. So when you write with a golden pen, you're anchoring that same vibration of wealth into your words. You're imprinting your desires with the energy of expansion. Every sentence becomes a spell of manifestation. Every written number becomes a seed of reality. Now combine that with budgeting, and you complete the circuit between the unseen and the seen. The act of writing gives your dreams direction. The act of budgeting gives them structure. Together, they turn energy into evidence. Psychologists call this embodied cognition, the process by which physical actions influence your emotions and beliefs. When you physically write about abundance, you start feeling abundant. When you physically plan your spending, you start acting abundant. And that shift, from feeling powerless to feeling in control, changes not just your finances but your frequency. Money is energy, and energy follows attention. So when you give attention to your finances through both ritual and reason, you're sending a message to the universe. I can be trusted with more. Think of it like breathing. Inhale energy, exhale structure. Writing is your inhale, the creative spark that draws inspiration. Budgeting is your exhale, the grounding step that keeps flow steady. Both are necessary. Both are sacred. The golden pen becomes your wand, the budget becomes your map, and your mind becomes the bridge between thought and manifestation. The science proves the mechanism. The mysticism gives it meaning. Together, they create transformation. So the next time you sit down with your golden pen, remember this. You are not just writing numbers. You are programming destiny. Because your words are frequencies, and your focus is the conductor. And the more you practice this, the more your reality begins to mirror your handwriting. Ordered, intentional, golden. Now it's your turn to experience the golden pen ritual. Find a quiet place, somewhere that feels calm, safe, and grounded. Light a candle if you can. Let the flame reflect softly against your golden pen. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine releasing every worry about money. This is not a task. This is a ceremony. Step 1. Sit comfortably and hold your golden pen in your hand. Feel its weight, the way it rests between your fingers. This is more than metal and ink. It's a symbol of creation. Close your eyes and say softly, through this pen, I write my wealth into existence. Step 2. Open your journal or notebook. On the first page, write 3 sentences by hand. I am in control of my money. I honor every dollar that flows through me. I am grateful for the wealth that grows within and around me. As you write, smile gently. Imagine golden light flowing from your hand into the page. Each word is an imprint of your intention, a signature of abundance. Step 3. Now take your income for the month and begin your 50/30/20 division. Don't rush. Write it down line by line with your golden pen. 50% gives needs, the foundations of your life. 30% gives wants, the joys that keep your spirit alive. 20% gives growth, savings, investments, debt repayment. As you write, breathe gratitude into each number. Feel appreciation that you have money to organize, that energy is already moving through you. Step 4. When you finish writing your budget, pause. Place your hand over the page and close your eyes again. Visualize golden light expanding outward, from your pen, to your notebook, to your wallet, to your home. Say aloud, I am the author of my abundance. My clarity creates flow. Step 5. To seal the ritual, write your top 3 financial goals for the month in gold ink. Maybe it's saving $300, paying down a card, or simply tracking your spending without fear. Beneath it, sign your name, not as you are now, but as your wealthiest self. Then smile. That smile is your signal to the universe that your vibration and your plan are aligned. Step 6. Place your golden pen somewhere visible, on your desk, near your mirror, or next to your wallet. Let it serve as a reminder that abundance begins with intention and grows through attention. Repeat this ritual every Sunday or every payday. The more often you do it, the stronger the link becomes between your energy and your financial flow. Because money doesn't just follow effort, it follows clarity. And every time your pen touches paper, you're declaring, I am in command of my flow. Now let's seal this ritual with the words that will turn everything you've written into motion. Repeat after me, slowly, consciously, with your heart fully open. I write my way into abundance. Say it again. Feel the vibration of those words travel through your body. Each syllable carries intention. Each breath carries creation. This isn't just a sentence. It's a declaration, a reminder that you are not waiting for wealth. You are writing it. Every letter you trace is an act of alignment. Every word you choose is a command to your subconscious, to focus, to believe, to act. Because abundance isn't something you chase. It's something you author. Hold your golden pen in your hand. Look at it for a moment. Really look at it. See it not as a pen, but as a bridge, between thought and form, between energy and evidence, between who you were and who you are becoming. Now say it again, this time with a smile. I write my way into abundance. As you speak, imagine golden ink flowing not only onto paper, but through your life, flowing into opportunities, into new ideas, into moments of clarity that suddenly appear right when you need them most. This phrase carries power because it blends two worlds, the mystical and the practical. It reminds your spirit that you create through vibration, and reminds your mind that creation requires motion. Each time you repeat it, your brain records a new truth. I am capable. I am focused. I am expanding. Neurons fire differently. Beliefs shift. Confidence builds. And your world begins to rearrange itself around that new identity. Say it again, once more, this time, slower. I write my way into abundance. Let it echo inside you. Let it fill your lungs. Let it become your rhythm. From this moment on, every time you hold a pen, pay a bill, write a goal, or even sign your name, feel that same energy move through you, because your handwriting is your frequency. And every stroke is a symbol of expansion. You are not repeating words. You are activating flow. You are commanding focus. You are embodying wealth. So whenever life feels uncertain, whenever money feels distant, pause, close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and whisper once more, I write my way into abundance, because those words are your key, your compass, your code of creation. Now it's your turn. Your story of abundance begins the moment you decide to write it. So take your golden pen. Hold it in your hand right now and feel its weight. That's not just metal, that's intention. That's possibility waiting to move. Now I want you to do something powerful, something that seals this ritual into your energy. Go to the comments and write these exact words. My words create money. That comment isn't random. It's a declaration. It's your energetic signature in this moment. Your message to the universe saying, I am ready, I am clear. I am writing my wealth into existence. When thousands of people comment the same words, that vibration multiplies. You're not just watching a video. You're joining a field of energy where everyone is writing the same destiny, clarity, peace, and financial flow. Every word you type becomes another spark in this collective ritual of abundance. So don't just listen, participate. Take action now. Comment it below. And while you're here, like this video, it tells the algorithm and the universe that this message matters. Subscribe to the channel, because every week, we share rituals that combine spiritual alignment with real financial transformation. Turn on the bell so you never miss the next activation, the next golden practice that could completely shift your energy around money. This is not just about wealth. It's about awakening a new identity, one that feels safe, confident, and magnetic with money. Because every video, every word, every ritual here is a key. A key that opens another door inside you. And each door leads closer to the same place, freedom. So breathe deeply. Look at your journal, touch your pen, and whisper softly, I write my way into abundance. Then look below and declare it for the world to see. My words create money. Say it, type it, own it. Because when you do, the vibration moves through your body, through this space, through the collective field of everyone watching right now. And that's when the magic happens. Together, we're not just manifesting money, we're building a movement. A movement of clarity, intention, and wealth that begins in your hand and expands through your heart. So take your pen, press play on your future, and write your wealth into existence starting today.